Hey guys, Travis here on week 7 of the LCS Day 1 with Crumbzz. Just had an impressive victory against TSM. Crumbzz, I understand that TSM, if they had won that, would have been tied with you guys for second place. Was that really stressful for you guys? You're just like, please, no, we got to keep second place.
Well, in the beginning of the match, we were thinking, okay, if we lose, they're gonna tie us up for the number 2 spot, and we really didn't want to have that to happen. So, you just mentioned it a couple times before the champs. So I said, hey, if we lose this, we're not gonna be second place anymore. So it's like everyone's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
But that's it. As soon as the game goes in, you kind of forget about it.
That's true. So that game, it seemed like you guys always sort of. It felt like most of the time you guys had like an edge over them, and then they'd sort of catch up, and then you guys would have to like get that edge again, and it just sort of went on for a while. Like, what was happening there? Was it like a champion pick thing, or was it just like you guys making some mistakes every now and then that you'd have to later on like compensate for? Or what was the deal?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, I think it all went according to plan. Our champions were just what we wanted. They actually picked very intelligently. I personally was impressed at how they picked, and it's like, wow, bravo.
Yeah.
And then I am a little bit too over aggressive sometimes, and that's what happened top lane.
Okay.
That's all my fault,
Yeah.
and that's just sometimes I get carried away, and it's like kill, kill. But in the game, the time that it went kind of back and forth was because we took a fight at Dragon willingly when we didn't have a Renekton or a Gragas ulti, and I thought we were so strong
Yeah.
that we were gonna be able to fight that. And when we kind of came it out, even the way it came out, I was actually pleased with the way because, granted that we didn't have two of the most important ultimates in the game, for that in that game specifically, we were able to almost kill them all and just barely lose Dragon. The Dragon was kind of irrelevant, but we almost killed them both. So just that set the game how we wanted it to go. At that point, it's like, okay, we're gonna win this game.
So switching gears to maybe like a less fun topic. Earlier, you guys lost a curse. What happened in that game? Why did you guys go awry?
Oh well, we wanted to go win the game already. We wanted to win, and we went in for an invade, and I was the invade simply was it was my idea to go for the invade, and we agreed that it was a good idea. But then we're not experts at doing that. We're still novices in that regard. And when we went in and we sent Kiwi Kid back at top lane, and then they had excellent ward coverage. And they didn't have like exact, but they knew kind of what was going on. And then they managed to fight before us, and we kind of stutter stepped in the brush. We died here, we died there, and just right from that start, it's really hard to make a comeback. And the game at all points didn't seem like it was lost. I felt like we were going to be winning that game at any time, but no, they played it very well. Their level 1 just completely outplayed us, so. But we could have won it if we just simply stay out of their jungle.
So right now, it's really, I mean, and all season long, it's really been you guys and Curse really in these first and second places, and today you beating TSM only solidifies that that's the case. Uh, you know, where do you how far behind of Curse do you think you are if you are behind them at all? Do you think that you're still on level and maybe in like a best of 10 you'd go 5-5, or I mean, what's preventing you guys from securing that first place spot?
I don't think we're far behind Curtis. I mean, they're a great team. They're in first place, but and I'm not one to make excuses. Exterior excuses. It's like, oh, we lost because it was rainy today, something like that. But no, we lost because of interior mistake. It was our mistake, and a lot of times that's how we felt first week. Actually, when we lost against Curtis, we didn't feel like they beat us. It was like, oh, we lost, not they beat us. So that's kind of how I felt this game. Especially, I took it kind of a bit seriously because I made the call for the invade, knowing that we weren't too good, we weren't too prepared for it. But I think that in the final week, I think the last super week, the hell week, we have another match against Curse and against most of the teams, and I think we're gonna even it out. So then it'll end the season 2-2 for Curse and Dig.
All right, there we go. So that's a prediction. Hopefully you'll be able to hold yourself to that. I like to sort of end maybe with the less intense question. So but this one very very intense.
Okay.
Uh, do you feel terrible about beating Dyrus on his birthday?
Absolutely not. I do not. I'm actually very happy because that way you gotta balance out your happiness and sadness. You can't have all happy on Monday. That's just not healthy. So yeah,
So really, you were looking out for Dyrus
yeah.
when you beat him.
Have a good time now tonight, Darius.
So do you think now? I mean, it's his 21st birthday. So was that you making sure that he didn't drink too much in celebration, or are you trying to make sure that he can experience the full joy of drinking because he'll be sad and need to go find some alcohol?
Well, Depends on what he's going to be drinking. But, well, yeah. I'm looking out for him, keeping him safe off the streets. But I'm having a hard time knowing if he's going to be drinking more very happy or if he's going to be drinking more when he's sad. So, that's just personality traits that I don't know.
Okay, so you just want it to be balanced then. I appreciate the interview. Lots of insight and information, especially the yrus one. It's really interesting to see how people, mind game the opponents. So it's just nice of you to look out for them. For everyone, this is Travis on LCS Week 7, and I have, not had a chance to give you your chance to give plugs or shout outs or anything you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead, let you have a second, get that energy flowing through you, and toss you the microphone.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to Team Dignitas. And that's the team that supports us, Team Dignitas, Alienware, our main sponsors, and then pretty much everyone on this jacket, which is Antec and Intel and Scan and Yama and Twitch and IG and QPad and Sound Blaster and WD and Gamerbase and Killer and Multiplay. Yeah. So all the sponsors, and the Microsoft too, because they gave us these sick phones, which I can't use because I'm still Canadian. So I was like, all right.
Yeah. Well, you can use it like an iPod Touch.
You know what? The phone just died completely. I didn't charge it, and now I can't charge it back up. It's like it's a piece of plastic sitting there. Yeah.
But you would appreciate it if it was working.
I would. Yes. Yeah.
Everyone, this is Travis on Week 7. Crumbzz here. Really appreciate the interview. You can check out the rest of our coverage at gamespot.com/LCS.